Okay, so let's talk about something I bet a lot of us have felt. You know, the quiet birthday? That feeling when a day that used to be this huge, exciting event suddenly feels, well, like just another Tuesday.
I mean, do you remember being a kid? The countdowns, the sheer excitement you could barely contain? And now, what happens? Maybe you get a few nice text messages, you go through your usual routine, and that's kind of it. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are so not alone in this.
So we're going to explore this shift, right? This move from big, loud parties to these quieter, more personal moments. It's a super common experience, and it's not about becoming boring or losing your spark. It's actually a pretty fascinating sign of how we're growing up. And let's get one thing straight right away. Feeling this way is not a failure. It absolutely does not mean you've lost the ability to feel joy. What it really signals is this deep, internal shift in what you find truly meaningful. It's all just a natural part of maturing. But what's actually happening under the hood here? Why do we start trading in those big blowouts for, a quiet dinner or maybe just a solo hike? Well, the answer is this really interesting mix of psychology and personal growth. Let's unpack it. So at the very heart of this change is this tension, this little tug of war between two very different things. What we can call social performance versus our true, authentic self. Think of it like this. On one side, you have all this external pressure. That's the forced social performance. It's basically society's script for what a birthday should look like. And then on the other side, you have private reflection. That's your own internal desire to mark the day in a way that actually feels real and personal to you. As we get older, a lot of us just naturally start leaning towards that second one. So let's break down what that performance really feels like. I mean, it's not just about having a party, is it? It's the pressure to plan the whole thing, to manage the guest list, to make sure every single other person is having a good time. It's that feeling that you have to be on. You have to be energetic and visibly happy all day. Honestly, it can be completely draining. And this brings us to a really key idea: low social dependency. Now, that might sound a little academic, but it's actually a huge personal strength. All it means is that your sense of who you are and what you're worth isn't tied up in how many people show up to your party or how many happy birthday messages you get on social media. It's a real sign of maturity. You know who you are, and you just don't need a huge audience to confirm it. So if we're moving away from that whole performance, what are we moving towards? Well, this is where the real power of reflection comes into play. See, it's not about doing nothing on your birthday. It's about actively choosing to do something different. And private reflection isn't passive at all. It's a very active process. It's about taking some real time to look back on the year you just had, the good, the bad, the lessons learned, and then setting some personal intentions for the year ahead. It completely transforms your birthday from just another date on the calendar into a real celebration of your own personal journey. This is probably the most important thing to take away from all of this. A quiet birthday isn't a lesser celebration. It's just a different kind of celebration. It's one that puts inner meaning way ahead of outer display. It's intentional, it's personal, and it is 100% valid. All of this thinking leads to a really, really empowering place. It means you get to take back your own day. You can define it completely on your own terms. At the end of the day, the goal isn't to put on the best show for everyone else. The goal is to actually connect with what another year of life means to you. And hey, whether that's a long hike, finishing a good book, or just a simple dinner with one or two people you really care about, if it feels authentic to you, then it is a celebration. So that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. As you get closer to your next birthday, or really any milestone, maybe the best question to ask yourself isn't what am I supposed to do, but instead, what would feel truly, genuinely meaningful to me? How will you choose to celebrate?